Okay, witches, hello. Welcome back to the channel. This is Hectaria. This is going to be our reading for the dark moon. So, here we can see there's a partial solar eclipse on the dark moon. We have this cleansing energy this week leading into it. Happy New Year, everyone, as well. And I've been really feeling a lot of rebirth energy, cleansing energy, purging energy, releasing the past. Kind of goes back to the last readings. And yes, I'm wearing my horns today for my horn god ritual attire. I've really been feeling myself and these vibes lately as well. But yes, this does go back to the last readings that I've been doing with the cleansing and the healing of the past traumas of the last few years and letting it go so that it doesn't affect your personality or your emotional, spiritual, mental state in the present. So this can go back to past betrayals that have made you have trust issues in the present and continuing going forward. Things like that. Things from the past that we hold on to, past traumas and, baggage that affect our present lives and going forward into the future. I feel like this whole New Year energy has really been about cleansing that out, releasing it, letting it go, and really healing from it on a deep level. And that's a very liberating and empowering thing to do. Because your power is there, it's inherently in you, but things hamper it down, things oppress it when we allow them to. And we're all human, so we all do allow things to get to us at times. It's just part of being human, but your power is inherently in you and nothing can really take it away, but we can let things block it. We can let things get in the way and sort of like I'm seeing like a glass box that we're inside of, and that glass can get really murky and dirty, but nothing can really get inside the box. And I feel like that's really what I'm trying to say here. Your power is something that's untouchable. But it can get, we can get sort of in this murky place and energetically and all of that and just lose sight of it. Or feel like it's not there, but it always is. And cleansing is very much the vital first step in any sort of empowerment. And that's because that power is inside of you, and all you really have to do is cleanse. You have to get rid of the blockages, the false mindsets, the emotional damages and traumas, and all of that stuff that I was talking about. This is the type of things that you need to cleanse out of your life and out of your being in order to get in touch with your power. So, a lot of us already know that, but I just felt like that's really what's strongly being channeled through me, through the universal energies right now, through this New Year's energy as well, and this whole winter energy. Like I said, this has been going back the past several readings that I've been doing. So I just feel like this has been a natural continuing process. And I feel like it's definitely reaching the other side of it now that we're getting to this dark moon and this partial solar eclipse in the new year of 2019 as well. So very much looking forward to that. I hope that you all have been getting into these vibes as well and feeling it as well. And feeling yourself as well. And getting your empowerment. So that's what I'm feeling psychically. Oh yeah, let me show y'all the astrology as well. So for January 5th, if I can get this to focus. Whoops. We have the sun and the moon, of course, conjunct in a partial eclipse. Pluto and Saturn are on either side, and this is in the constellation Sagittarius. Once again, I use Vedic astrology, which shows where the planets actually are in the night sky. If you're looking with your naked eye or telescope, and you actually see on the backdrop of the constellations in the sky itself. Tropical astrology does not follow that system, but this is a system that I use. I've said that many times on the channel. Anyway, this is a very intense energy. Partial solar eclipses are all about, rebirth as well. Eclipses are about rebirth, change, transformation, renewal, endings, and new beginnings. And I feel like with solar eclipse in particular, they're more so about rebirth. Because to me, a solar eclipse sort of is like a micro version of the winter solstice happening. The rebirth, the death and the rebirth of the sun through that yearly cycle and that yearly process. I feel like the solar eclipses are a micro version of that. And the sun represents ourself, our self-image, the way that we present ourselves to others, the way that we dress and look, and the way that we communicate and express ourselves as well through the things that we do and the things that we present. So there's a rebirth happening in this area. Sagittarius is sort of a Jovian Jupiter energy. It's about new thinking, new ways of doing things, new ways of expressing ourselves. It's about growth, higher expression and higher learning, higher spirituality, expanding and growth in that regard. And really about trying new things and new ways of doing things. So this would be a great time to give yourself a makeover, whether that's in your style, the way that you look, changing or remodeling or redecorating your home, your workspace, things like that, just to better reflect who you are now through your healing journey and your healing process and your empowerment as well. I feel like that's something to really look at and mess around with, experiment with, once again, with the new ways of doing things and trying things. Just experiment with it. And, of course, enjoy yourself and have fun with it as well. The fact that Pluto and Saturn are both present really makes it very intense, because these energies are very much about endings, rebirth, new beginnings as well. So it's just very much amplified in the sign of Sagittarius. So yes, that's basically it for the psychic insight and the astrology. Now let's get into the tarot divination. I'm using the Lumina Tarot by Inner Hue. As usual, I'm going to use 4 cards on this spread. So the first card will represent us, and then the other 3 cards will represent the dark moon, partial eclipse energy, partial solar eclipse energies, and guidance and all of that. Now I align myself with the Most High God and the Holy Spirit, Hecate. Please communicate the truth to me through these cards so that I may be guided for the highest good of all. Thank you, and so mote it be. Please give us your divine guidance for this dark moon and partial solar eclipse, so that we can use these energies for our highest good, greatest success, and joy. Thank you, and so mote it be. It was a very intense energy I felt passing through me into the cards. Okay, so the first card representing us is the Maiden of Wands, or the Page of Wands. See if the camera will focus a little bit better. Beautiful energy. I like the red and sort of almost purplish mixing with it. So the Maiden of Wands, it's that energy I was talking about. New ways of doing things, higher learning. This card is also about traveling as well in that regard. For the purpose of gathering information or learning something, or experimenting with something, trying something new. This is a card of sort of the eager student and just enthusiasm in general, and being very much excited about the new paths that you're taking. Find the excitement in it and grasp onto that, and really live from that. Let that be sort of what guides you forward at this time. And the Page of Wands, the Maiden of Wands, really is about information coming in some way, but it's through your eagerness to seek it out. So keep that in mind. That's very important. It's representing us for this reading. The next card is the Tower. And this is all about that rebirth energy. That cleansing, purging energy as well. Because the Tower is about destroying the false, destroying the negatives, and toxic things in our lives, in order to clear a path and open a path for, better things and new growth. And when the Tower is destroyed, all that's left is the foundation, and that means the foundation of what is real and what is working and things like that. So this is very much a time to cleanse out and get rid of everything that is not serving your highest good. And what remains in your life after that, that's what's good for you. That's what needs to be the new foundation that you then start to build upon and continue forward with, okay? The next card is Justice. Beautiful imagery here as well. The Justice card is balance. It's also the powers of truth. So when you couple this with the Tower card, that makes perfect sense, because the Tower card is like enlightenment. It is this lightning bolt coming in and just giving you the information and the truth and the insight that you need to move forward and beautify your life. The Justice card also represents that, beautifying your life. Justice is being served. You're getting what's good for you, what's fair, and what's right for you. And that is a beautiful energy. It does make your life better. And I feel like that could also be connected with what I was saying at the beginning of this. Sort of like doing a makeover, redecorating. Maybe this is the time when some extra money's coming into you and things like that, that you have earned and that you deserve. And you can use that to beautify your life, to make things better reflect, you know, your internal growth and changes as well. The next card is the Two of Wands. This is the card of thinking things through, setting new goals, and not in a wishful thinking way, like you're just making a wish of a new goal, but actually setting a goal and then making plans, putting solid, that solid foundation that I was talking about with the Tower card. This isn't goals in the sense of fantasy and wishes. This is goals in the sense of solid plans, and then starting to take steps towards that. So think things through. Where do you want to go from this position? What do you want to do this year? You know, this could be New Year's resolutions, but once again, not in that wishful fantasy way, but actually setting goals and making the plans to act on it and pursue it. The difference between failure and success is good planning and determination, not giving up. There will be setbacks. There will be setbacks in 2019. There will be times when your plans don't work out, when something gets in the way. But being determined to work around those things and continue anyways is really the difference between failure and success. So this is a beautiful transformational time period, a beautiful transformational energy that we are all being asked to embrace with enthusiasm and excitement, and let that energy guide us forward with what we do and what we pursue, and allow these energies to transform us internally, and then allow ourselves to express that and put that out into the universe in how we are and what we do and all of that. So this is a beautiful time. I hope that you have an amazing 2019. Thank you for watching. If you would like to get in touch with me for a private reading, you can contact me through the methods below in the description box, as well as for custom spell work and magical crafts and jewelry, or to join my private Facebook teaching group, the Hecatian Gnostic Circle, which I made a separate video about that too. And we can discuss the prices and everything. So please get in contact with me if you would like that. And that's going to be all. Thanks for watching. As always, hail to the witches, hail Hecate, and blessed be.